Hey everybody, welcome to Valentine TV. As you come in, please hit the subscribe button. Also hit that like button if you like just a little bit of the content. Um, y'all, we have made it up to what I say 865 subs. 2 days ago, we had 857. Today we have 865. Thank y'all so much. Um, okay. This today the reaction is gonna come from Ticket TV, okay? Um, yeah, it's gonna come from Ticket TV, and it's about the court case. I know y'all done read the title. You've probably already seen it, but you ain't seen me, okay? So I just want to say, hey everybody, and so here we go. I'm gonna let you know what it's gonna be about. Oh, y'all know it's about the Diddy trial, of course. And bye bye, juror number 6. Bye. Don't come back Monday either. Okay? But Ticket, watch out, Ticket lay it down for you, okay? Here we go. Uh-oh. Let me get my thing up here. Let's pray everything goes according to plan. All right, let's go.
They got him. Press 2 in the comment section if y'all can hear me. Press 2 in the comment section if y'all can hear me. A lie always gonna get exposed. A lie always gonna get exposed. That's why I told y'all, everybody that was in this case, come to my channel day after day after day on Ticket, whining like little babies about the jury. I told you, don't worry about the jury. Don't worry about it. The great one is here. I ain't worried about the jury. That's why I told y'all, I ain't worried about the jury. Diddy's legal team was fighting so hard. Whoa!
Real
They were
hard.
fighting so hard to keep this juror on. They fought tooth and nail to keep this juror on, ladies and gentlemen. And it backfired as the judge just ruled that they found that the juror was lying and kicked his ass off the case as Diddy's team was fighting tooth and nail to keep this juror on the case. And I told y'all, Diddy's team is going ballistic in the court right now. They're going ballistic. Diddy's team has lost it in the court right now. They are going ballistic right now. They are very upset as the juror got caught lying, red-handed. And I told y'all this. They just threw the juror ass out of the trial. I told y'all, and I'm going to let y'all know exactly what happened. The government said we moved to introduce these exhibits under seal. So the government have introduced some exhibits under seal that's going to be revealed next week. What big bang does the government have at the end to close out this case? They've already wrapped up the RICO today. They wrapped up the RICO with that witness today. Diddy's legal team backfired on him today. And then, from the rafters, the judge says, granted, jurors, you may leave for the weekend. Don't talk about or read about the case. The judge says, on juror number 6, under the Fazo case, Second Circuit District Court have broad discretion. The judge says, in the morning, when we address this, I based on the record, I was not sure an inquiry was needed. The judge says, but during breaks, I looked at the transcript from the roving room and from Vira Dyer. There is not evidence of bias from the prosecution. The judge says the juror indicated that he moved to New Jersey with his girlfriend. It may not be permanent, but has been for the past few weeks. That was initially. There was a long break to confer. When the juror returned to court, when the juror returned, the court asked him, and he said he spent 4 to 5 days a week in New York. The judge says, in the roving room, He said that his daughter lived in New Jersey. Then he said she lived in the Bronx with her aunt. The voir dire, he said he lived with his girlfriend and the voir dire who lives in New Jersey. These are inconsistencies. There's more in the U.S. letter, which has not been put in docket for the world to see, but it may come out very soon for y'all to see all the lies.
Wow.
The judge says the court does not feel further inquiry is required. The reason we have alternate jurors is if questions arise where there's a question like this, removal of the juror is required.
Ticket. All right. Yep. We've been waiting for days to see what they was gonna do with juror number 6. Cause I heard people saying they didn't know who juror number 6 was. I'm sorry, y'all, them damn lights hot. But they talking about they didn't know who juror number 6 was. I don't know. I might have heard it on Ticket a few days ago, or I don't know. But 41-year-old black man lives in Brooklyn, New York. That's the only thing I can remember about it all. Right? So they was trying to throw that like race card again. So like Ticket say, if they it will be some, I hope they got a black alternate. And they put that black alternate in his spot, then what they gonna say? Then what they gonna fuss about? They can't play that race. How you gonna play race anyway? You got all them. What you got? Diddy got 2 melanated attorneys. The rest of them Caucasian or white. Whatever. I don't know what to say. And then y'all gonna call the other ones a 6-pack of white women, something like that. Anyway. The point of the matter is that juror is a black, I heard, was a black man, 41 years old, live in the Bronx. So hopefully, yeah, they can just put another black person, melanated person in his spot, right? That way Diddy and them can be mistrial, all this kind of stuff. And y'all know Kanye West was up in there. I seen on I call names, I'm sorry. If I remember it, I'm gonna say it. CD Nash, I seen on his thing where it says Kanye West was denied access into the courtroom today. No, he was not. He came. When he came, it was lunch. That's why he saw Justin outside and he went with them. Right? So he didn't get denied. Shoot, the way Tisa was running around that damn courthouse. Yes. Anyway, yeah, Kanye was there today. They landed last night in New Jersey. Yeah, so I had a feeling he was gonna show up today. So anyway, I don't know what a wife was, but he was there. And so he did not get denied. They trying to do I think they trying to like can you remember because Trump said long as he being treated fairly and all this kind of stuff, don't come up here trying to play. And then you got Kanye of all people to be on your side, Diddy. This picture, Ticket got Diddy looking right at me. And he looked like he was just tore out the frame. But don't be trying to cause no mistrials, no, they wouldn't let me in and all this kind of no. Don't even try that. They took one of the jurors off because he was black. And don't even try it, y'all. I hope y'all got a plan Monday. We're gonna see. We'll see. Go ahead, Ticket.
The juror will be dismissed. He should not return on Monday. And Diddy's legal team is going berserk. They got the internet going nuts. Lord have mercy. Oh my God. Diddy's lawyer goes off. It says, let me make a record. We didn't want an inquiry because it might have a chilling effect. It is very, 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 very common to have a girlfriend in New Jersey or vice versa. He should have been allowed to explain. These jurors have been attentive. Diddy's lawyer said, I'm concerned that the court is equating inconsistencies with lying or hiding something from the court. If you bring him out here, we can come to some sort of understanding. He has come here every day. I've been in this court for 25 or 30 years. Diddy's lawyer said there have been issues with representation of African American and Hispanic jurors in this district. We're taking a step with this jury. Now we're taking a step backwards. Some say Black and Hispanic jurors don't answer the call. He did. Oh, Diddy's lawyer's going crazy. It had to be something with that juror. And I told you, I always told you, ladies and gentlemen, if the left one don't get you, the right one will. Rico was proven today without the shadow of a doubt.
God.
It was proven by the assistant who made payments with the company credit card at the behest of Sean Diddy Combs. And he also revealed, as you see on your screen, he never set him up on vacation, only on his job. Read the last two lines. Was it part of your job? Yes, said Mr. Perez. Game.
I ain't heard none of that. Y'all, I ain't know none of that. None of that. Because I ain't had a chance to look. Okay. All right, Tig. I see that. Was it part of your job? Yeah. Oh, my God. Ooh, that six-pack of white women throwing down on that side. But anyway, I hope they put another juror up there that just so they can't even say nothing about race. And if the, man, but if that joker lied, put whoever you want up there. Shoot, you just prove he lied and do what you do. But yeah, I haven't got to hear the court case, you know. Y'all seen I ain't been on here all day. All right. All right. Okay. Let's see what happened. What did I do? Okay. Come on down here.
Set. Match. Over. And Brian Aluminum cooked himself. Because when he thought he was cooking, which he wasn't, he helped prove that this woman, Brianna Bongolan, was probably telling the truth.
She was.
Because Brian Steele disarmed Diddy's excuse when Brian Aluminum said the hotel was put in your name. You had to go set up the room, right? He said yes. And watch what Brian Aluminum said next. He said, if the room was registered to Sean Combs, there might be cameras outside, right? He said, right, which showed you why they never registered those rooms in Diddy's name. Because Diddy never wanted to be caught by the paparazzi. He never wanted somebody to snitch and say Diddy's here and have paparazzi outside ever. So Diddy always used aliases. He used other people to use his aliases to check in and out of these hotels, which disarms his excuse. Because, ladies and gentlemen, so saith the great one, so saith the Rock. If you watch right here on your screen, in the middle of your screen, they made it seem like Jane Doe needed all this money and needed the dependency, so she was willingly doing this. But the assistant said When he was asked, was Jane Doe strong and independent woman? He said, yes, she was. She was independent, which means that she could have been coerced into doing this. Also, Brian Aluminum, aka Fake Ass Steel, said, you made purchases in sex stores with the company credit card? He said, I did do it. Rico lies. Rico lies. But check this out.
Yeah.
Brian Aluminum says, but you don't know if Diddy paid? He says, I don't know. Which gives her reasonable doubt. Diddy's lawyers used, in this case, the fact that, oh, there's no way Diddy could have hung her off a balcony because his company credit card statement said that they had paid for breakfast in New York on a different coast.
Wait.
Sorry, Brian Steele. You slipped up, sir.
Go ahead.
Because you just showed that even though purchases can be made with a company credit card, you made it clear yourself pretty much. You put in the realm of doubt that it could be Diddy who authorized all those payments. So for the breakfast that y'all said that y'all had on a card and all this other stuff, all that now goes into major doubt because now Frank Black, anybody from Diddy's company could have ordered those rooms in Frank Black's name and used the company credit card to pay for that breakfast while Diddy was in the West Coast hanging this woman allegedly over a balcony. Game, set, and match, baby. And the judge off the top rope, and Diddy's lawyers are screaming to the top of their lungs.
Hey, y'all, sorry about that. I know I looked a little weird, but my great nephew is staying with me this weekend, and he just came here to give me a hug. He just turned 7. Yeah. So, yeah. Anyway, I ain't gonna resist that. That's my nephew, great nephew. But anyway, listen, y'all. I was looking at dang it, Chronicle Speaks or the other lady. Dang it, shoot. I want to give her credit because she did the investigation on that right there about Bonner. Okay, listen, Diddy said they did a show. I gotta start writing stuff. I'm gonna start after the day. I promise. I'm gonna start writing so I won't forget what I'm gonna say. I mean, I have it just right. Listen, anyway, y'all can fill in the dates, but mine may be wrong. But y'all get what I'm trying to say. Listen, okay, Diddy did a concert in what, Philly? Okay, now Bonner was in where, Los Angeles or what? Right? Hung when she got, yeah, because that's what Cassius lives, right? Cassius' apartment, wherever it is, okay? Bonner was hung over that balcony by Diddy, right? But Diddy said ain't no way he could have done it because he wasn't there. They was doing a concert. Okay, they did the concert. Okay, then they did something else. Then Diddy had to go to New Jersey, so she was in the had to go to New Jersey to get an award or something like that, right? Watch Chronicle Speaks or the other one, The Source. Her. One of them two women. I'm trying to tell you. I think it's The Source did that investigation. It was The Source. I remember her voice now. She had them dates and she had pictures to prove it, okay? Okay, so once he did the concert, okay, he did another little concert, and then he went to another state and picked up, got an award for something, right? And then they was off for 3 to 4 or maybe 5 days. They was off. So private jet flew to Los Angeles, right? It took 4 hours on a private jet to fly there. So he got there because the time changed, right? From the East Coast to the West. Right. So he got there like over in the morning, like 2 a.m., 3 a.m., something like that, right? So he goes to Cassie's, bust up in there, do what he got to do, did all of that, right? Because if you look at the picture where he got the award at, Cassie's on that picture. Okay, so that means he got the award when he flew back. Excuse me, y'all. So he did the concerts, flew on his private jet, which it took him 4 hours because he didn't have to do the regular airplane. Jet flew 4 to 5 hours, they said, and he was in Los Angeles. So busted up in there on Cassie. Bonner was there. He, in fact, first time he ever saw Bonner, met her in person anyway. So he does what he do, making all that darn noise. Cassie was in there in the bed. Bonner was out there on the balcony, or ran to the balcony and won. Did it hung over it? Yes, he did. I heard about cause Tisa did an interview with somebody, Red, you know, did a anyway. So I heard this months ago that he hung the young lady over the balcony and by her, her boobs. And yeah. I mean everybody's saying how he did it, how he, from behind probably. I don't know. But anyway, so he did that, did what he had to do with Cassie, I don't know. But then they was off for 3 to 5 days. Diddy was off. Cassie makeup and all gets all prissy. They put in, and then they fly back, because 4 or 5 hours, so he could stay days there and do what they do. Hotel time, FO time, freak off. Let's freak off. Yeah. So it is possible that it was done. So go to the source. I'm telling y'all, she got the picture. She telling you the dates and the time and all of that. I'm not King World. You're gonna have to come. You're gonna teach your friend right here, you and your wife, so I can get these pictures. But anyway, yeah, the date, the time, the map, how long it took, and then with the time change, she had it all. And then he's standing there with his hand in his little pocket with Cassie, because Cassie didn't go with him to the concerts, right? But she went with him to pick up the award. So that means he did have to go to Los Angeles to get Cassie, right? And she is on the picture with him when he picked up the award, right? And then he finished out his concert dates. Okay? Seriously. Bonner told the truth. Okay? That's my opinion. And I stick up for the victims. Yeah.
Diddy's lawyers are crying in court right now. I told you, they don't cry in the car. They're gonna cry in the car. The judge says anything after Diddy's lawyers out here doing all this damn crying, whining like little baby. The judge says, man, anything from the government, man. Y'all got something? The government says, I have nothing to add. Your Honor's ruling. To your Honor's ruling. Nothing to add. Mr. Donaldson, Diddy's lawyer, it's suggestion we made a decision here based on race. But the focus here is the integrity of the proceeding. The alternates have also been showing up on time, sir. The judge says, in voir dire, he said, I live in the Bronx with my fiance and daughter. There's no reason to lie but to try to get on the jury. Then, on the colloquy, he said that he had just moved to New Jersey, adding that his daughter had been living in New Jersey. He's a liar. And Diddy's team wanted this guy on the case, and it is over with. And I told everybody, came to my channel, crying about a juror.
Tell them.
When you're dealing with the great ones, the truly great ones, you don't worry about no jurors. I told you guys that. Diddy's team is out here crying tears of defeat in front of the world. Tears of defeat. And I love tasting every last one of them. This was not a white thing.
No.
This was not a black thing.
No.
This was a right thing.
Thank you.
He lied to get on that jury.
Yeah.
And his ass got caught red-handed. And he's out of here. And there's nothing Diddy's lawyers can do about it. And they set Diddy up. And I'm going to tell you why they can't do nothing about it. Because to this morning, the judge is smart as a whip. That judge is smart as a whip. The judge said he wasn't going to rule on it this morning. The judge says, I have no reason to believe that this juror lied.
Yeah, that'd be right.
I'm not going to rule on this morning. Mr. Combs, would you like to waive your right to use this juror being here or not in your appeal excuse? And Diddy sat up there like a damn fool and waived his right. So in appeal, Diddy cannot use in any appeal that this juror was removed from the jury. He can't use it because in the court of law this morning, he waived his right to use that in any appeal. So he has to go along, whatever the verdict is, that they thought they had one. Diddy's team was so. They were so sure that they had this juror. And everybody was coming here crying every day, Ticket, I don't know, I heard about a juror. And I told you, know your role and shut your mouth. I know what the hell I'm talking about. We ain't worried about no juror over here. I told y'all, shut your mouth. Everybody said, but Ticket, they don't have the juror sequestered. They don't want the juror sequestered. Don't you, I don't even want to call y'all that. Don't you people know what the hell is going on? Don't y'all know that they setting Diddy up against himself? They know that he potentially can't help it. So they're waiting to see if he does anything. That's why they aren't sequestering any jury or anything. This is the same dude, Sean Diddy Combs, that got his home raided and still was having freak-offs after he got raided by the feds. He has no common sense. This is the same dude that went to jail and was still on jail phones using three-way calls, talking on phones. He has no common sense. This is the same dude that had drugs, tons of cash, baby oil in his hotel room right beside the federal station. He has...
Sorry, one of my lights went out, y'all, but Diddy has no common sense, y'all. Chicken, tell it, do it. I love it. Man, Diddy has no common sense. And he don't. I mean, you know, you there and going to courts, woo, and you messing with the feds, dang, and you gonna be right there a block or two or wherever from the courthouse, and you gonna there and have a LFO with supposedly be Jane. Whoo, Ticket tickles me, man. Oh, sorry, y'all. I didn't mean to be yelling. I'm sorry. All right, here we go. Hey, wait a minute. Wait.
No brains. They got his ass dead to rights on the RICO today. Ooh. And that is the most dangerous charge because the RICO is the life.
So is.
And now today, that's the seal and the casket. And Diddy's lawyers are literally, and The Rock means literally, crying like little babies in the courtroom right now. And we're all waving. Nah, 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 nah. Nah, 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 nah. Hey, goodbye. Get your ass out of here. Nah, 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 nah. Say what? Say what? Nah, 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 nah. Say what? Say what? Hey, get your lying ass out of here. The judge said, and the voir dire, the juror said, I live in the Bronx with my fiance and my daughter. There is no reason to lie, but to try to get on the jury, says the judge.
That's it.
Then, on the colloquy, he said he had just moved to New Jersey, adding that his daughter had been living in New Jersey. Liar. Now, here's the question everybody needs to ask. These known lies were right out here in the face of the public. Why would Diddy's team want a juror who was caught lying?
Exactly.
On the jury. Why would Diddy's team Want a juror who was caught lying? Wouldn't you want all honest jurors? Diddy's
that juror, somebody Diddy knew he could darn, hey, he probably said, oh yeah, so we can just pay that one off. He ain't telling the truth. And remember, y'all, they said the jury, Diddy, he couldn't look at the jury anymore because he was nodding and moving his lip, all that kind of stuff to the somebody in the jury. I wonder if it was that one. Yeah. And then you got Kanye coming. I mean, he just trying it. He just, hey, I mean, you did the crime, did it, do the time. You so bad out there in the streets, got everybody scared of you. Everybody scared of you. Man, do the time. Now go up in there with your peers and see who's scared of who. Okay?
lawyers fought for this juror to stay on the trial. They fought for him.
Yeah, they
to
did.
Stay on the case. The judge says, he said, all my bills go to the Bronx. It's that he wanted to be on the jury. After the break, he says he actually spends more time in the Bronx, which is flat inconsistent with what he had previously said. The juror is shading answers to stay on the jury. Game over, baby. You better always bet on the ticket, baby.
That joke will probably be going home talking about it, telling everybody, oh yeah, I'm on Diddy trial, y'all. I'm on Diddy, y'all. Well, he can brag about it all he want now since he ain't a juror now. Kanye came. Kanye, he probably said it yesterday, because I think I heard Kanye was outside in a Sprinter van, something yesterday. But anyway, he got out today though. But all right, juror, thou shalt not lie. Yep. Okay, let's see what this ticket got to say, and then I wrap it on up because, hey, I knew we've been trying to figure out what's up with juror number 6. Juror number 6. We've been trying to figure it out. We thought they filled the paperwork out wrong. You try to, my mind don't go there. I ain't crazy. But yeah, that wasn't my first thought. I was like, they probably filled the paperwork out wrong. Because I give everybody the benefit of the doubt, but nah, you lied, boy. Bye, juror number 6. And I hope they put your picture in the paper trying to help Diddy. That's what I say. That's my opinion. You trying to help Diddy. That's what you was doing. Trying to get some moolah. And Diddy probably would have gave it to you too. Somebody. I say somebody. Because Diddy, they watching Diddy. I want to know what's in that darn phone. I know a little bit. I want to know all of it. I want to know. So KK, I want to know. I'm ready. I'm ready for Monday, y'all. I'm ready for Diddy side. I'm ready.
You better always.
Oh, y'all know Kanye came yesterday to try to get in there so he could spook Jane. Because, that FO they had in Vegas, Jane went. Right? Jane went. And I know it was Kanye and darn the wife that was having an FO in that darn hotel room, wherever I don't know them names. But in Vegas. And she went in there and she's talking about, yeah, all she did was pull the shirt up. And you didn't win. And I heard it was like 8, 9 people up in there, but you and your friends go. And that's all they doing up in there. And then you didn't saw one of the workers that was coming to see you and Diddy. You didn't saw him there. Then you get Kanye a number so he can call some more people. Man, whatever. Whatever with that, James. But still, I'm still on the side, still a victim, Diddy. Made her think she was your woman at first. And then once you got her to do that, then there you go. That's why, ladies, men, don't be falling for this okey doke mess. Keep your darn keep your what I'm trying to say. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. That's your body. You ain't got but one. Keep it straight. Keep it right. Alright? Keep it right. Man, that's crazy.
Bet on the ticket. I'm the biggest. And I told y'all, when y'all came over here asking me ticket, well, what about that juror? I told you, know your role and shut your mouth. I ain't worried about no juror. I told you that. You have faith in what I say. He's going to prison for the rest of his life. He's going to pay for all those crimes he did to all these people.
That's right.
And even though these girls may be super freaks, super bad freaks who sold their soul,
yeah, they don't deserve to get.
They were smarter than Diddy. They took a plea deal. Diddy decided to fight, and he will forever regret that decision. And the judge says, why this is the right thing to move to the alternate? Diddy's lawyer said it's going to be less diverse jury. That's a fact. Seeing that I've seen this in the district, it's paramount to get a representative jury, particularly in this city, is what Diddy lawyer said. I don't confer, because Sean Diddy Combs has been on trial before in New York, and he's been found not guilty in the same New York state.
That's right.
Ladies and gentlemen, I try to tell everybody, you always bet on a big ticket, baby. You always bet on the biggest of the tickets. You never bet and you never roll with evil, but you always roll with what's right and not what's evil. And Sean Diddy Combs, it's a wrap for the kids, baby. The judge says to Diddy's lawyer, I heard you, sir. Diddy's other lawyer stands up, Mr. Anglifo. I've got a new argument. There was a state case that there's a difference between the principal jurors and the alternate jurors. I know I'm throwing the ball in the end zone with the NY law. I'm throwing a Hail Mary, says Diddy's lawyer. Diddy's lawyer, Mark Anglifo, tells the judge, Judge, no. Please, Judge, bring me back that juror. I've got a new argument. You can't make this shit up. I'm telling you verbatim what he's saying.
Oh, damn.
I've got a new argument. There was a state case that there's a difference between the principal jurors and the alternate jurors, Judge. I know I'm throwing the ball in the end zone. With NY law, it's a Hail Mary. Oh, Judge. Tears of defeat.
Mark Agnifero, he's a darn.
I love him. Yeah. And when you stand on the side of righteousness, this is what happens when buffoonery arises. You're right. I told you guys, don't worry about that juror. When everybody was in here crying and complaining and worrying about that juror, this is the reason why Ticket never worried, because I already knew what was going on. It should have been a red light to everybody, flashing red light. The judge did not sequester this jury.
I don't want to hear nothing about no red lights. Every time I see red lights, I don't think about Diddy and his darn FOs. Okay. Wow. He just messed up red rooms, red. Well, I don't have red lights anyway, but the point of the matter is, I don't want to see another red light ever. Okay? I just had to get that off my mind and also stop the video from playing for a minute. All right. Okay, y'all. And don't forget, as you come in, y'all, please hit that subscribe button. And if you like a little bit any of the content, any of my talking, please hit the like button. If you got helped out a little bit today by this video, please hit the like button. Please subscribe. That it's both of them are free. I promise. Free, free, free. All right. All right. Here we go. Let's see what else I done missed today.
Being that they held Diddy in prison on three $50 million bond attempts because they said he was a flight risk and tampering with witnesses and things like that potentially. But you're not going to sequester the jury? I knew it was a setup. They're watching every one of those jurors. They're watching every one of their social medias. They're watching everything about all of these jurors. And I'm going to tell you something. I believe that the prosecution allowed this to go on, noticed something was going on with one of these jurors, looked at juror very closely, and found the information and sent it to the judge. And now Diddy's team is in shambles. Shambles. Because now we have a weekend, y'all, where they have to try to make a move. What move will they make? Now, the other lawyer for Diddy is talking. Brian Steele is up here crying. Mr. Aluminum, Brian Steele. He says, they bring this up now. After weeks of watching the jurors' reactions, now they go back to fire door. Everybody knew, but no one did anything. At the least, bring the juror in to explain. The judge says, I'll consider all of this. But the judge has already told the juror to go home and don't come back. Why is Diddy's lawyers crying about this one juror?
Why? Yeah.
Why are they crying about this one juror? Think about it.
Yeah.
Diddy's lawyers are crying about this one juror. And the judge says, I'll consider.
Oh, I'm sorry. And y'all know that your jury go home every night. Who's to say that somebody could go to his house? You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. It's just a thought. Somebody could go to his house and say, man, here go $1 million. You know, something like, I don't know. That's just a thought I had. Why would you be fighting so hard to keep the jury when you got some alternates that heard the exact same thing, right?
Consider all of this. And all the judge is going to do is come back on Monday and say, I thought about it. Nah, not going to happen.
Yeah, he already told him don't come.
Not going to happen. And it's not going to be a mistrial because they have alternate jurors who have been there every single day.
Every day.
Only thing that happens is next juror up. Period. And here's the thing. If I'm the judge, I assign a black juror to come up from the alternates.
Yeah.
So if you have a black juror, then what is Diddy's argument? Because the argument is that they have a black juror off. So if you put a black juror on, unless it was something special about that juror.
Yeah, they was talking about black jurors and the other what's the other? It's another race. They say anything but white. You know, they talking about Hispanic. I think some kind of other race of jurors. You know, y'all just taking them all. Y'all just sending them all home, all of them. Yana. No. And I don't know what y'all doing with Kanye. All he was there was to spoof Jane, but Jane gone. Jane is done. Thank God. I ain't know what about her. I ain't know. I know she was
really. I don't need the heat.
She's
Pop Project Kool-Aid is sweet. Man. Woo! The judge told him no crap. And Diddy's lawyers are crazy. They're trying to bring Diddy's lawyers are idiots. How are you trying to use? How is Diddy's lawyers out here trying to use that excuse when they're the dumbass ones? Let me repeat myself again. Diddy's lawyers are the idiots that are the ones out here that got 80% white folks on that's defending Diddy.
Yeah, that's what I'm
80% of
saying.
Diddy's legal team is white. But you sitting up here talking about this judge, man, these people crazy as hell, man. Like I said before, he gonna lose, and I will win at all times. You better believe that. And Diddy's legal team is up here crying like little babies. Brian Steele
Sorry, y'all.
crying. Mark Anglifo crying. Mr. Donaldson is crying. They all whining. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh my gosh, I can't believe this. This is crazy, man. Oh yeah. And the judge also said that this came up in a colloquy this week. In an organic way, he said. If the defense knew it before, that's something else. I'm going to thank Mr. Donaldson and Mr. Anglifo for the issues they raised. If there's a change in my thinking, I'll let you know.
Dude.
Everybody's got a price to pay.
Judge is funny.
With $1 million man. Money. Everybody.
All right, y'all. That's it. I think that's it. Ain't no more news. So anyway, if you want to finish watching the rest of it, Ticket is over there on YouTube. You can go watch the remainder of it. And I want to thank y'all for coming to Valentine TV. I appreciate it so much. Please hit that subscribe and the like button, and I appreciate it. Thank y'all. All right. Good night. Good night.